Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's review, we're gonna see the Heaven and Earth Tarot by Jake Sephiroth and Jamie L. Ford. Okay, so this is how it looks. Sorry if the angle is too short. Here it says, if it wants to zoom in. Sorry about that as well. Contains a deck of 78 colored cards and a 160 pages colored book. This is by Los Carabio. At the back it says, the Heaven and Earth Tarot is about the deep and unique connection between the human and the divine, between what is spiritual and what is material, between eternity and the present moment. In a way, tarot works because the everyday exists within the higher realm of the divine, while the divine exists within every action and emotion of the everyday. Jake Sephiroth's artwork and vision of are rooted in the images of the Reed Smith system and blend with absolute mastery. With the deeper occult wisdom of a Thoth deck, Jamie L. Ford wrote the companion book, bringing additional insight to the symbols of each card, and a guide that is sure to bring surprises and reflection to beginners and experts alike. This is how it looks. Okay, it says the same thing here. That's up. Let me open it really quickly. Oops. Okay. Okay, let's see. This box is so big. Okay, magic shape box. The huge book that I plan on reading. That's how it looks. We're gonna see what's inside really soon, really quickly. And then we have the cards. Okay, I love it already. Okay. We're gonna see the booklet first. Let's see. Ooh, I love this. Okay, this is my fourth Los Carabio deck, and this is by far the biggest booklet that I have, period. But from Los Carabio as well. Okay, so I absolutely love that. We're gonna see how it reads though, because Los Carabio may not necessarily have the best of description sometimes. Well, from the decks that I do have. Is then okay, yeah. Table of contents. Part 1, the Heaven and Earth, Major Arcana, the Suits of Cups, the Suits of Pentacles, the Suits of Wands, and the Suits of Swords. Part 2, the nature of the Tarot. First, okay, what is that? The Heaven and Earth, that I guess that's explanation. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, let's read it. What is that about? I have not commanded you. Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. The Heaven and Earth Tarot brings forth the glory of the heaven in a way in which we can connect to it on a daily basis. This deck is for people who see the divine in the everyday. The connections between the mundane and the spiritual appear in every card of the deck. The artwork in this deck blends the images of the Waite-Smith system with the deeper occult wisdom of a Thoth deck. Jake's Sephiroth artwork displays a feel for the classical. This artwork reminds us of the pre-Raphaelite movement, which looked to nature for their art. Artists blend the colors of the earthly world in with spiritual and social themes. They saw to find a deeper connection between life and spirituality. While Sifil rose hard grounds the Evan and her deck to this form, it elevates our desire to connect back to the divine in every image. Lean into the hard work to shape the stories it can tell you. Each card highlights the connection between the heavenly correspondence, the Hebrew alphabet, as well as the meaning of the tarot. The images shine the light on ways to see more clearly how the earthly factors unite with the events in the mundane world. The cards bring into focus ideas and images that may seem unclear, but once the connections are made, the messages can come through to each person who reads with the deck. We can pull a card from the deck to hear a daily message, or we can use the cards and spreads to connect with the divine from which we are in need of hearing. The messages one seeks will be present if one is open to connections with spiritual world. Messages to you can be quiet or loud depending on what you ask the cards. Are you ready to dive deep into the Heaven and Heart Tarot? If you are, then it is ready to share its road to devotional work with you. The deck, known differently from the 1909 Tarot by Arthur Edward Waite and Pamela Coleman Smith, follows sometimes a Christian symbolism. However, the connection between the divine, or as some may say, the higher self, and the spiritual world, and the mundane, or the lower self, or the material world, is the same independently of belief. Humanity lives unhurt, but seeks the heaven. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. 2 Timothy 1:7. Okay, part 1, the heaven and the hurt. What is that about? Unlocking the meanings of the heaven and the hurt. Okay, I'm not gonna read everything. I'm gonna read that on my own, but because it's going to take a very long time. How to use the description of the card, section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, section 5. Okay, major arcanas. Oh, I love this already. Okay, we have the Hebrew alphabet. Okay, if you want to zoom in, sorry about that. The angle is not the best, the lighting is not the best, but interesting. Love that already. We have the houses. The meaning, sorry. Okay, I love this already. Okay, what else we have? We have the numbers, the card, and the astrological correspondence. I love this. Then the cards explanations. We have the full here, the description, image, heavenly interpretations, earthly interpretations, questions, transformation. Absolutely love that. There's a whole page for the card, very descriptive, so we can see more close. We can take a closer look at the symbols because sometimes they may really seem small, so we can have a bigger look at that. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick cards that we're gonna read. Obviously, love that. Okay, we have like 3 pages per card. It's very interesting. The High Priestess. Okay, well, let's see what else do we have. Anything else? Part 2, the nature of tarot. Sorry, the lighting is so bad. Introduction to tarot for beginners, I suppose. Then structure of a tarot deck. Elemental association of suits and court cards. We have cups, that means water. Pentacles are earth. Wands are fire. Is fire. Swords is air. Princess is earth. Knight is fire. Queen is water. King is air. Okay, interesting. What else do we have? Using the cards, displaying spreads. We have as above, so below spread. Your first reading. Oh, I'm gonna read this one. And oh, okay, interesting. We have conclusions. Reading tarot is both a journey and an experience. The first readings will probably feel awkward, but that is just the beginning of the road. After that, reading after reading, they will become deeper and more poignant. To become better in reading tarot, there is in the end only one way: practice. Okay, and we have personal notes that I'm not going to use because a maniac with my books, so I won't write on this, but yeah, okay, that's about that. I'm still gonna take my time to read this on my own, but let's see the cards. Let me change angle really quickly. Okay, here we are. Let's take a closer look at the cards. I'm so excited. Okay, if you can tell. Let me cut this. Okay, so that's how it looks. Oscar Rio. That's the back. Not very detailed. Okay. And the bottom card, additional cards, that is not really a card. That's what it says. Okay, so let's look at the cards, shall we? Okay. Okay, I really apologize for the lighting. So we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, the Strength card, the Hierophant, the Hermit, sorry, the Hermit, those cards are so beautiful. Look at this one specifically. Oh my god. The Wheel of Fortune, the Justice, the Hanged Man, the Death card, the Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, it's so bright on camera, but it's actually not that bright on the cards. So very interesting. Okay. The Judgment. And the World. Now onto the Cups. Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups, which is love. I almost said Lovers, and I was like, wait, we're not in the major arcanas anymore. Okay. The Three of Cups, which is, ooh, I love this. Okay, ooh, I'm loving this. So instead of seeing the Two of Cups, those cards, the cards, instead of seeing what it is, for example, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, it has a name to describe the main theme of the card. So the Two of Cups, here it's love instead of Two of Cups. Here, Three of Cups, you have abundance. Ooh, this is interesting because already, very interesting because that's, if I were to describe the cards within one word, that's what I would describe those two cards. So very interesting. I love that already. We have the Four of Cups here, which says blended pleasure. Ooh, okay. There's so much more details in this deck. I'm gonna take my time to read this for sure, to learn to how to use it for sure. And that's why I wanted this deck specifically. Lust, for the Five of Cups, it says lust and pleasure. Okay, interesting. And I love how we have zodiac sign for those cards, even for those cards, because not a for I don't have a zodiac sign for every single card, so I love that addition. For the Six of Cups, it says pleasure. For the Seven of Cups, it says illusionary success. Okay. I don't know why, but it kind of gives me don't come at me, but it kind of gives me Harry Potter vibes for some reason. For the Eight of Cups, it says abandoned success. Sorry about that. Nine of Cups, it says material happiness. Okay. For the Ten of Cups, we have perfected success. Now the Princess of Cups, which would be the Page of Cups. Okay. Then we have the Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. The King of Cups. Now onto the Pentacles, we have Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, it says, hold on, harmonious change. Three of Pentacles, material work. Four of Pentacles, earthly power. Five of Pentacles, material trouble. Six of Pentacles, material success. Seven of Pentacles, success unfulfilled. Eight of Pentacles, patience. Prudence. Sorry, prudence. Nine of Pentacles, material gain. Oh my gosh, material gain. Ten of Pentacles, wealth. Princess of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Interesting that we have a repeating, oops, sorry, a repeating sign is here at some on some cards. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. I guess it would mean there's, for example, here Aries, Taurus, Taurus. I guess this card has a strong Taurus energy and partially Aries energy. That's how I would read it. But again, I haven't read the booklet entirely, so I don't know. That's my guess. Now onto the wands. Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands. Dominion. Three of Wands. Established strength. Four of Wands. Perfected work. Five of Wands. Strife. I don't know that word. Never that word. I don't know if I'm reading this right. Strife, I think. Five of Wands. I might put it to the side because I don't know what the word means. Six of Wands. Victory. Seven of Wands. Valor. Eight of Wands. One of my favorite cards in any deck. Swiftness. Nine of Wands. Great strength. Ten of Wands. Oppression. The Princess of Wands. Oops, sorry, I think I didn't show it right. Knight of Wands. Oops. There's so much details in those cards. Oh my gosh. The Queen of Wands. Oh, I love this. Oh gosh. The Queen of Wands has always been one of my favorite cards. And it needs not disappoint. I love we have a panther girl. Hell yeah. Now, King of Wands, we have none other than a lion girl with fire. Oh my god. King of Wands, can you tell I'm a fire sign? More specifically Leo. Now into the swords. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Peace. Three of Swords. Sorrow. Four of Swords. Rest. Wisdom. Okay, strife again. The word appeared again. Rest from strife. Okay, I think that's the word because I never heard the word, so sorry if that's not the word. And their writing is not that easy to read. Five of Swords. Defeat. Six of Swords. Earned success. Seven of Swords. Unstable effort. Eight of Swords. Shortened force, Nine of Swords, despair. Sorry, the cards are starting to fall. This despair and cruelty. A lot of symbols on the covers, on the sheets. If you want to zoom in, sorry about that. A lot of details. Okay. Ten of Swords. Oh my god. Rune. Damn. Rune. Okay. Princess of Swords. King of Knight. Sorry. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. Ooh, damn. Girl. Look at her head. Okay, girl. She's not playing. And last but definitely not least, King of Swords. Okay, let me shuffle. See how it shuffles. We're gonna pick a card and we're gonna do the comparisons, because I often sometimes often forget, but I will try to remember. I showed it at the beginning, but again, this is the back. This is how it looks. Let's see, they shuffle right. Like I always say, most of the time, I'm not gonna full shuffle with these just yet, okay? Because they're perfectly straight. If they were not straight, hell yeah, I would have done it. But there's no need for them. They're straight already, which is okay. Perfect. They're straight. If you know me, you know how I'm about my cards. But yeah, they shuffle just fine. Let me shuffle with my right hand. My left hand. Sorry. Even though I'm right-handed, so you can see how they shuffle. Shuffle fine. And I do keep in mind as well that I do have small hands if you want to compare. And then if we're going to compare with the decks, I'm going to pick Los Caribbean deck and a Liminal deck, okay? So let's see the comparison. So we have Vox Arcana that I've done a review from as well. Ooh, that's a message already. Okay, that resonates for me. The message, interesting. So I picked randomly, like you saw me shuffle, and I randomly picked the first card that was on top of the deck. So that message already resonates for me. So very interesting. Already connecting with my deck. I love that. But for some of you, maybe there's a message for you. Success is coming if you've been wanting for a message or for a sign, but be patient. Okay, give it time. Victory is coming, success is coming, especially if you're a Leo. What's so? Oh my God, this is so funny, because like I said at the beginning that I don't have a sign specifically for each and every single card, other than the major arcana. And how ironic that all of the cards I fell was this card, and it's Leo, because I don't have a sign for this card specifically, and the sign assigned to this card from the desk is Leo. Oh my gosh. You could be Leo or have Leo in your chart, and that could be a specific message for you. I don't honestly feel that this message is just for me, but I've seen the near nor there. Okay, the comparison with another Los Caribbean deck. This is the Vox Arcana. Again, I did a review. I've done a review on it if you on my channel. If you want to see more details, more about the deck. Okay, pretty similar. And I'm going to pick a card from a different deck that is not from Los Caribbean. We have the White Numen from Liminal 11, I think. I forgot the name of the company. Hold on a second. Yeah, Liminal 11. Okay. So pretty similar. Okay, look, pretty similar. I think they're a little bit bigger. I think so. Hold on. A tad bit bigger. Okay, but pretty much the same. On the other side, yeah, just a little bit bigger, like pretty much the same. Okay, so ooh, Okay, very interesting. Messages already resonates. Okay, anywho, let's pick a card. They feel really great. Okay, what the hell? Okay, this card wants to be read. I was like, do I want to read it or should I read it? Double confirmation. Already, I love it. Already connecting with the deck. Let's pick a major arcana if it wants to fall. Anything, any of the cards that wants to be read, please. Okay, I'm gonna pick the first card that fell. And we have already a major arcana. Never happens. Okay, I already have to shuffle, or I always have to shuffle a long time, or pick intuitively to the first major arcana that's there. Already connecting deep. Okay, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Death card, which would be Scorpion energy to me. Okay, yeah, it's Scorpion energy for this deck as well. I love it already. So there could be an ending coming soon. The fight is soon to be over here. Yeah, King of Swords. Somebody needs to cut something. Something is gonna be something, or someone is gonna be cut out of your life. Okay, really soon. The fight is over. The battle is over. Okay, or soon is gonna be over. Okay, so that's a message for somebody. Five of Wands. Already in the one, so love that. Okay, Five of Wands. Image. Oops, let me. Sorry. Okay, image. A pentagram made from sticks burns in a fire on a grass. Five ghostly ends hold onto each one of the sticks. The fire is currently contained by itself. The astrological glyphs for Leo, Saturn, and Mars glow in the fire and hair. A caduceus hovers at the tip of the pentagram. Fog obscures the background. There does appear to be a path beyond the pyre. Down. Heavenly interpretations. The Five of Wands signifies tension and chaos. This is a time where ideas are nothing and people struggle to get heard over everyone else. The only path through is to relax and not get stuck in the strife caused by the situation. Too many ends are holding too many sticks. There needs to be a single voice to rise up and pick a direction. The glyphs within the Five of Wands suggest the energy needed to raise the pentagram out of the fire and into a safe space where it won't be destroyed. When dealing with chaos, rise up to take the lead or suggest another who has the capacity to take charge. Earthly interpretation, keyword, strife, correspondence, fire, Saturn, Mars, Leo. Upright meanings, strife, conflict, mistrust of others, inability to get along with others, confrontation, struggling to complete, have a competitive nature, battle of wits. Reverse meanings, tendency towards burnout, rise above petty disputes, allow for peace, own up to your mistakes and challenges, or widen your perspective. Questions. What happens when you lose perspective on a situation? When do you allow yourself to speak up? How do you compete with others? Transformations. Conflict and strife are constant behaviors when more than one person is around. It is important to give space for everyone to share their opinions and when working with others. Not everyone has to agree with one another. This minimizes any conflicts which can arise as long as everyone gets an opportunity to be heard. Disagreements happens when a misunderstanding occurs. This often comes up when we feel like we are not being heard and then the situation devolves into a fight and no one gains any wisdom. As fights dissolve and no work gets done, then forward momentum ends. Ooh, this is detailed as hell. I love this. Okay, this is how it looks if you want to see again. Okay, I guess we have just images for the cards for the major arcanas, which is totally fine. The more details. Okay, so far this is the best low scarabeo deck that I have so far when it comes to descriptions here. The more description that I can get, the more I love it. Okay, girl, that's what I'm buying new decks for, because I want to learn new meanings. I love to know how people read their cards, how to interpret their cards, and that's what I'm here for. But some low scarabeo decks have been disappointing. If you want to know, watch my um what was it called, deck, the video where I showed all my decks. Okay, so I've talked about that in more detail if you want to know. But the death card, that's how it looks before I go into reading. I love this. With this, you can definitely journal with these. And I don't even do that, but with this deck, I actually might. Ooh, okay, death card. Image. A massive white horse with a skeletal rider approaches a group of people. The horse's eyes glow orange and steam blows through his nostrils. Red reins connect the horse to its skeletal rider. The skeleton wears red tinted armor. A silver cross appears on the chest plate. A red plume flows down from the helm. The face plate is up, displaying the grotesque form underneath. The skeleton holds a black banner with a rose on it. A scythe has been affixed to a holster on the horse. 4 people are on the ground. An elderly man appears dead. A child bearing flowers looks up on the rider. A woman also gazes up at the figure. The cardinals stand on the ground, arms in prayer position, pleading with the deal. 2 towers can be seen up in the distance through the haze. I actually love this. I didn't realize as I was reading it, but I love how in the image there's certain things you may not notice. So if you feel like you've missed something or you really want to analyze the card, it's literally descripting every single detail that you may have missed. Okay, so I love that. I absolutely love that. Let me let you take a closer look again. There's, like I said, there's so many details, girl. I love it. I feel like in every single read, I'm gonna want to focus on different aspects of the card. Okay, there's so many much. There's so many different types of interpretation you can get within a single card in general, but with this one, girl, within the same person, you're gonna have different meanings of the same card, or you're gonna read the same card differently depending on the reading. So I absolutely love that. Not just depending on the person, but depending on the reading. Okay, and I love that. Okay, but that's every single card. But this one, I feel like, yeah, like I'm gonna have a lot of different interpretations compared to all of my decks. Heavenly interpretations. Death is the most talked about card in tarot. Everyone faces death in the end, and for many cultures, it is taboo to discuss it openly. Death is the ultimate transformation. It marks every living creature on the planet. No one can escape it, and yet that is card 13 in tarot. It is not at the end of the major arcana sequence. It comes in the middle. Transformation is necessary in a spiritual journey. You must be able to let go before you can move forward to the next phase. That is a transformation. It becomes the change necessary to move forward. Transformation is healthy and gives us the maturity to move forward in life. It also gives us the space to appreciate the work we do on the physical plane. Death looms on every living thing at any given moment. It takes effort and hard work to chase a life worth living, something original. Fear can keep us from living at out our desires. It is hard to pursue activities and dreams when you don't know how much extra time there is. One sudden misstep and our time expires. We move on to a different realm and journey. Earthly interpretations. Keyword transformation. Hebrew letter Nun, meaning fish. Correspondences Scorpio, Mars, Pluto. Upright meanings an end to the stage of your journey. Transformation. Rebirth from one form into another. A pause in your journey. A spiritual end. Letting go, rebirth, strip yourself bare, evolve. Reverse meanings reluctant to change, obsessive thoughts, inability to move on, holding yourself back, stuck in repetition, keeping habits long after their usefulness. Questions. Why does a rose appear on the skeleton rider's banner? Which of the people on the card do you identify with? What did the tower in the background represent? What does death mean to you? What moments in your life have ended? Where can you transform in your life? Transformations. Death happens every day. Each person gets the same amount of time to exist unhurt, a single life. From that first inhalation sorry, of breath, we'll learn more about the world we exist on. We eventually get to decide on what our mark will be on the world before we leave it. We'll learn how to make the best of our time alive. In some respect, it happens each night when we close our eyes and fall asleep. Where do we go? When do we dream? When we dream, we wake up fresh, ready to take on another day. This is the transformative power of death. It purposes us for the next step in our journey through life. It gives us a reset button to tackle on the next moment. It helps us grow and get used to the idea of change as being a universal concept in our world. Anything born in the world has agreed to an ending. If death did not exist, Earth would be overflowing with living creatures fighting for the limited resources on it. Without death, there would be chaos. The world would evolve into fighting and surviving, and it just doesn't seem like a satisfying way to handle being on a planet. In fact, it's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous way to exist. Can it be more detailed? And this is so ironic because I've been sorry if the mic makes some noise because think I touched it by accident. But I absolutely love this because this is so ironic because I've in my video when I showed all my collection, my whole tarot card collection, I've been giving my honest opinions, a review after using the decks, specifically the Los Gabriel decks, and I've been complaining that some decks, not all my decks that I do have, again, I've done reviews on them. If you want to know more about them, and this other one, oops, the angle is a little bit short, but yeah, I've been saying that some of them do not give enough description, and I've been saying that what I look for, what I seek for when buying a new deck is how do people perceive their card, how do they read their card, so then I can have more information, so that I can read my cards in different matters, in different ways, can learn more about tarot in general. So what I love about this, because I've been complaining about this, about Los Gabriel decks, not all decks, but this one is it. If you want to learn more things, because there are Hebrew letters that I'm not familiar with, so I can learn that. And this is funny because I was planning to this year to learn more about astrology. There's astrological planets on that. And this is funny because I said as well I wanted to give sign, a specific sign on each card. There's a sign, there's planets connected to the cards, there's meanings, there are spiritual meanings, earthly meanings, the description of the images of the cards. Maybe if I miss something, I can just read the paragraph and see, oh, okay, like I can read it that way, or oh, there's that element in that card as well. There's so much more information. Like, this is funny. If you want to learn astrology, more about planets, more science, more about Hebrew letters, like, I have no clue how that works. So interesting about alert and new alphabet. So I'm down for that. Like, whenever I would buy tarot cards, the main purpose is to learn new things, and I'm gonna learn so many more things within this deck, which I absolutely love it. New takes on the cards that I've been using for a little while now. Okay, not that long, but like 2 to 3 years. Okay, I'm gonna have new meanings to them. Okay, guidance. I can journal with them because there's questions. It makes you ask questions that maybe you would not necessarily ask yourself. It makes you help connect more with the deck, with the cards, okay? And I love that. I really, 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 really love this deck. There's so many symbols. There's so much details. Oh my gosh. Love this deck already. Okay, but of course, like I will do from now on, at the end of the day, when I show all my cards of the year, I'm gonna give honest opinions on how the deck is. So far it's just a first impression, but it's a really good first impression. See, there's so much details. I just picked a random card. There's so much detail in this. It's absolutely crazy. Like, you want for each reading, I obviously won't look at all the details or notice all the details, okay? And that's tarot, and I love that. So many details. See, I didn't even notice that the first time. I don't know why it doesn't want to zoom in. Sorry about that. There's keys. I love it, girl. There's an elephant, a wolf I think, or a Taurus. A Taurus. A bull, I think. So that's so much detail, girl. It's crazy. Literally, they don't notice that we have Taurus sign here. Literally. Yeah, I'm ready to dive in that. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm like a kid in a candy store. But yeah, that's what I have for y'all. I hope that was insightful, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye guys.